Applying spending policies and setting up merchant categories on your cards will help you control spend and limit your exposure to fraud. Merchant categories can be restricted entirely or partially. For example, you can allow your cardholders to shop at all retailers or choose to exclude specific ones that don't fit your business model, such as liquor stores. PEX cannot limit specific line items on a receipt. When setting up custom rules on a single card, click Cards on the left navigation menu and then on the cardholder's name. Then click on the Spend Rules tab, which is next to the Declines tab. Under the General Rules section, you can allow international use by checking the box. Leave it unchecked for greater fraud protection. The cards by default are set to no restrictions, meaning they can be used online and in person. You can customize this if you want to select one over the other. In the next section, under Time-Based Spend Limits, you can set up a daily spend limit. If your plan allows it, you can set up a per day, per week, per month, per year, and lifetime spending limits. Under Merchant Categories, by default, all merchant categories are allowed. To restrict an entire group of merchants under a category, uncheck the box that says Allow purchases at these places. Within the individual merchant categories, you can set a per-purchase limit, and if your plan allows you to, you can set up a per-purchase per day, per week, monthly, per year, and lifetime spending limits. Continuing to the next section, you can restrict or allow all days of the week. By unchecking the box for every day, you can select the specific days you want the cards to work. Next, under Limiting States Restrictions, you can select the states in the authorized column and click the right arrow to put them in the blocked column. The cards will still work online in all states. This only blocks physical, in-person purchases in the blocked states. And now, hit Save Changes. A confirmation message will appear asking, "Are you sure you want to update the spend rules for this card?" Click Update to save your changes, or Cancel to return to the page to make additional edits. Now, we'll go over how to create a spend policy with time-based spend limits. Spend policies can be applied to one or multiple cards. Having a spend policy will reduce your exposure to fraudulent charges. Click on Business Settings from the left navigation menu. Click on the Spend Policies tab. Click on the Create New Policy button. Give the policy a name, for example, Volunteers. Check to enable international use or leave it unchecked. Select in-person or online spend rules for the policy. You can choose no restrictions, in-person only, or online only. Select a time-based limit, per day, per week, per month, per year, or lifetime. All merchant categories default to enabled. You'll see a checkbox next to each merchant category name if the merchant category is enabled. Uncheck what you want to restrict based on the policy you make. You may set per purchase, a per day, per week, per month, per year, and lifetime spending limits for each merchant category. Limit days of the week by unselecting the days you want blocked. Limit authorized states. This affects in-person shopping only. Choose states from the authorized list and move it to the blocked list if you want to prevent your cardholders from shopping there. Click Save Changes. To apply the policy to your cards, click on the Cards tab from the left navigation menu. From your cards list, select all or specific cardholders. Click on the Actions bar above the cards list. Now click on Spend Policy and choose your newly created policy. A confirm notice will appear. To apply it, click Assign Spend Policy. Once applied, it will go into batch operations, and within a few minutes, the policy will be applied to the selected cards. To create a custom merchant category, click the Business Settings tab on the left side navigation menu. Now click the Merchant Categories tab. Any existing custom categories will be listed, along with their descriptions, the number of codes in each category, and the number of cards assigned that category will show. Click the blue Create New Category button. On the New Merchant Category page, select one of the following options. A new empty category allows you to start from scratch. Choosing a new category based on an existing category allows you to modify the pre-named merchant categories. Name the new merchant category in the field provided and provide a description. For example, if starting from scratch, you can name it All Food and put restaurants, grocery stores, and wholesale clubs as the description. names of merchant categories must be unique. Now click on the blue Next button. You will now be able to add or remove MCCs to populate your new custom category. Select the merchant category code in the left box. For our example, search for grocery stores, click the right arrow to move it to the adjacent box, and then search for wholesale clubs and repeat the steps you just did so it's included. Click the blue Create New Category button. The newly created custom merchant category will be added to the list of merchant categories. You will then be able to go back to your newly created spend policy and add the new custom merchant category to it and replace one of the preset ones and save your changes.